Good morning, everyone. Our topic for today is about absolute value and integers. Our objectives are: the learners represent the absolute value of a number on a number line as the distance of a number from zero, and performs addition and subtraction of integers using model or chips. What is number line? Number line is a straight line with a 0 point in middle, with positive and negative numbers listed on either the side of 0 and going on indefinitely. The figure is an illustration of number line. May 0 sa gitna, positive, puro positive numbers sa kanan, and puro negative numbers sa kaliwa, and it goes infinitely. Take a look at the figure. The sea level represent by 0. As you can see, the distance below and above the sea level represent by positive and negative integers. If we find the distance from the fishing rod to the sea level is 3. The distance from the octopus to the sea level is 4. And the distance from the coconut to the shark is 6. This figure has something to do with the absolute value of a number. The absolute value of a number is the distance of the given number on the number line from 0, and the value annotation is bars. The absolute value of a number disregards the direction from where it lies with respect to 0. The distance between two or any points is always positive. The absolute value of 1, written as, represent its distance from 0 on a number line. So example, represent the absolute value of 3 on the number line. So as you can see, pag sinabi ng absolute value, it is the distance. It is the distance from 0 to 3. The meaning of absolute value of 3 is the distance from 0 to 3. So, as you can see, if we count from 0 to 3, 3 is 3 units from 0, thus the absolute value of 3 is 3. So that is the absolute value of 3 is 3. Next, represent the absolute value of negative 2 on the number line. So it is the distance from 0 to negative 2. So the distance of negative 2 from 0 is 2 units. Therefore, the absolute value of negative 2 is 2. Next, represent the absolute value of negative 5 plus the absolute value of 3 on the number line. So, it is the distance from 0 to negative 5 plus the distance from 0 to 3. So, therefore, the absolute value of negative 5 is 5, and the absolute value of 3 is 3. So that is 5 plus 3 is equal to 8. So the answer is 8. What is the absolute value of negative times the absolute value of negative 5? So that is, may invisible na 1 doon sa tabi ng negative. So that is negative 1 times the absolute value of negative 5. Using the the distributive property, multiply negative 1 to negative 5. So that is the absolute value of 5, and then the absolute value of 5 is 5. The distance from 0 to 5 is 5 units. So 5 is the answer. Let us move on addition and subtraction of integers. So let white star represent as positive integers, and this blue star represent as negative integers. So first, to add integers having the same sign, copy the same sign and add the absolute value of each number. So for example, 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. So that is 4 white star plus 1 white star. So sabi sa rules, to add integers having the same sign, kopyahin ang sign, so that is positive, and add the absolute value of each number. So what is the absolute value of 4? That is 4 plus the absolute value of 1 is 1. So 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. So the answer is 5 white star. So pag positive plus positive is equal to positive. Kaya 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. Next example, note, an integers without negative sign is automatic positive integers. So kung wala siyang sign, wala kang makikita, automatic na yun ay positive. Next example, negative 4 plus negative 1. So sabi sa rules, kopyahin ang magkaparehong sign, that is negative, and add the absolute value of each number. So 4, the absolute value of 4 is 4, the absolute value of 1 is 1. So that answer is negative 5. So kung makikita nyo yung star, 4 na blue stars plus isang blue stars, which means is negative. Pag pinagsama, there are 5 blue stars, which is negative 5. Katumbas na ay negative 5. So, madalit sabi, kapag magkaparehong negative ang pagsasamahin natin, so the answer will be negative 5. Halimbawa, negative 3 plus negative 2, negative 5. Negative 6 plus negative 3, negative 9. Negative 11 plus negative 2 is negative 13. Next, when you add the same number of positive and negative numbers, the value will always be 0. Adding a number to its additive inverse or opposite will always result to 0. They are called zero pairs. So, observe this. As you can see, pareho lang sila ng dami ng positive at saka negative, which means kapag magkapareho ng dami, that is 0 pairs. 0 ang sagot. So, 1 plus negative 1 is equals to 0. 2 plus negative 2 is equal to 0. Kaya naman, negative 100 plus 100 is equal to 0. Basta magkapareho ng dami ng positive at negative, and that is 0. To add integers with different signs naman tayo. Copy the sign of the numbers with the largest absolute value and subtract the smallest absolute value from the largest. So, as you can see, that is 4 plus negative 1. Kung makikita ninyo, magkaiba ang sign. There are 4 white star and meron siyang 1 blue star. Kung makikita ninyo, ang sagot dyan ay 3 white star or 3. Let us cash out ang 0 pairs. Kung makikita ninyo, isa lang ang 0 pairs, may natirang 3 white stars. So, the answer is 3. Applying the rule, ang sabi dun sa rule, copy the sign of the number with the largest absolute value. So, ang may largest na absolute value is 4. So, ang sign is positive. And then, subtract the smallest absolute value. Alin ba yung from the largest? So, 1, sabi, 4 minus 1 is 3. Kaya ang sagot ay positive 3. Or halimbawa, 3, awag muna to. Halimbawa naman na nag-given ay 5 plus negative 2, ang sagot ay 3. Halimbawa ay 6 plus negative 1, ang sagot ay 5. Pagmamainusin ninyo, kukuhanin ang sign na may mas malaking number. Next, negative 4 plus 1. O kung makikita mo, there are 4 blue star at 1 white star. Let us find the 0 pairs. Then, may natirang 3 blue stars which is negative. So, the answer is negative 3. Or applying the rules, the largest absolute value na may the sign na may largest absolute value is negative. Kasi yung sign ng 4 ay negative. So, pag minusin natin, 4 minus 1, that is 3. So, the answer is negative 3. In subtracting integers naman, change the operation into addition and then change the sign of the subtrahend and apply the rules in adding integers. So, let us have this 4 minus negative 1. So, kung makikita nyo, may 4 white star minus negative 1 or 1 blue stars. So, sa rule, sabi, change the sign of the subtrahend. So, the subtrahend is negative 1. So, it will be positive. And proceed to addition. So, that will be 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. Next, negative 4 minus 1. So, the subtrahend is 1. So, change the sign of the subtrahend. 1 will be negative 1 na. Kasi pinalta na. And then, proceed to addition. So, operation, the sentence is now negative 4 plus negative 1. So, negative 4 plus negative 1, adding integers with same sign, kasi pareho na silang negative. Negative 4 plus negative 1. So, that is negative 5. Pinagsama ang numbers and then affix the sign of the same, kung ano yung sign na magkapare sa kanila, which is negative. Kaya sagot ay negative. Tapos na. Thank you.